Determine the average value of an interval -1 to 3 inclusive of f of x given fx equals 4 minus x squared. Okay, so when you hear something, find the average value and an integral, you should think average value theorem. Mean value theorem? Are average and mean the same thing? I should really know that. Okay, pushing on. So the mean value theorem is something along the lines of b 1 over b minus a f of x dx. Or, in a more intuitive sort of sense, is you have an x-axis, you have a y-axis, and then you have some sort of f of x, a graph, if you will, something kind of like such. And when you take the integral of it, you get a area. And it's like, all right, we're going to squish that area down and turn it into a box. Up, and I'll move this to the back. Send backward. That didn't work out very well at all. Let's sigh. So the idea here is you take your, wait, I get to make it hollow or raise the opacity. Yes, opacity. So the idea here is you take some of the area of the curve that's above your box, squish it down, and so on the average, it forms this box, where this box has a width of b minus a. Yes, so I'm going to work through the problem. Hopefully this will make sense. And that's why I really don't memorize the mean value theorem. I try and understand it. It's like integral gives you area under the curve. You take this area, you turn it into a brick. The height of that brick is your average value. Okay, so integral from -1 to 3, 4 minus x squared dx. Integral powers activate. 4x minus x cubed over 3 from -1 to 3 equals 4 times 3 minus 3 cubed is 27 over 3, which will make it then 9, minus quantity 4 times -1 minus -1 cubed is -1 over 3. Change the color, distribute. So let's see here, plus goes back to minus. So this is 12 minus 9 plus 4 minus 1/3. I'm going to change this 4 then to a 12 thirds. 12 thirds. Multiply top and bottom by 3. That'll make it easier. Simplify again. We have 3 plus 11 thirds, which then gives us 3 times 3 is 9, plus 11 over 3 gives us 20 thirds. Okay, so the area of this box, or this integral here, will be 20 thirds. So I'm going to write it right down here, 20 thirds. And so we know that the area of this box we're creating will be 20 thirds. So one way to think of this would be, we're looking for a value x here, we have b minus a here, and we have 20 thirds as the area. So we know that b minus a is the same as 3 minus -1. So 3 minus -1 plus equals 4. So 4 times x equals 20 thirds. X equals 5 thirds. And that will be our average value. Move over here. Aha, found it already. Conveniently on the bottom. Ooh, purple. 5/3. So that's the idea between the average value over an interval. Average value, find the full area, change it into a box where you have the same width. The width will be b minus a. So if you're more of a formula kind of person, and it's good to see the formula at least once, here is a formula. 1 over b minus a, integral a to b, f of x dx. Me, I try and logic it out more. I run less of a risk of forgetting the formula. My short-term memory is terrible. I might have mentioned that before. I don't know, I can't remember. But the idea is, the less I have to memorize, the fewer penguins I have in my iceberg, the better my life will be. Hope that helped. See you next time.